I'm not reporting that Dame wants out or anything like that. What I'm saying is I want for Dame Lillard and the greatness that is Dame Lillard for him to get the hell out of Portland.
But, there's been a lot of stuff that's really in our wheelhouse, in our bag right now, Raja, about the back and forth between, is Dame Lillard going to stay in Portland? Is Dame Lillard going to go to Philly? Is Dame Lillard disenchanted with the coaching staff? Is he disenchanted with Chauncey Billups? All this stuff, everybody got something to say about Dame. And so, there was shoot around yesterday. There was only a couple media members. It was me. Roz Golden Woode was there. We had like a local Chron 4 reporter was there. And, we just talked. We had like some FaceTime with Dame. And, I asked him, how does it feel? This is one of the first times you are in trade rumors and in things like that. And even the thought of disenchantment, of you and the organization. And I got quotes. I made sure I made a transcript of this because I want to run this by you, Raj. We'll just dissect this interview and this availability throughout this pod. So I asked him straight up, man, like, how does it feel? You're not usually in this type of stuff. We don't really see Dame even, talking about these types of things and being in these types of rumors. So I asked him, what's it like? And he says, I think this summer when I was more outspoken than normal or usual about wanting to have a chance to compete and us making changes, I think people looked at it as a typical thing. Like he's going to ask out and all these things. But I was in contact with the team and they knew my true feelings. And I think because of that, now that we're off to a new start and we're struggling, we have some commotion around our team. Everybody's just speaking on me. Oh, Dame's asking out. Dame is just waiting to see how it goes. Dame this, but I know the truth. I'm not asking for a trade. I don't know how many times I got to say it. It's gotten to the point in this era where people can write stories and say things, and I heard this and that. And because of who they are, people take this as credible, that this is probably true. Me, on the other hand, I don't feel like I got to defend myself against that and come out and challenge everything that people say until I'm asked about it because I know the truth. I sit in the office with Chauncey Billups every day, and we try to find solutions. And I'm dealing with these people every day that I walk into our facility and try to find solutions. So why would I try to find solutions if I'm planning to exit? That's not what's going on. I mean, made a compelling, there's more to it, and we'll get to that in a second, but made a compelling case. And he is speaking out. There was 2 reports that came out this week, Raja Bell. There was an athletic report that reported some discontent between the players of the Blazers and Chauncey Billups. And there was also an ESPN report, and I think you're going to laugh at this, Raja, that said that Damian Lillard needs to sell the Blazers in order for him to get a 2-year extension on his contract. Damian Lillard has to sell the organization on getting a 2-year extension.
Sell them to other free agents? Like he's got to be...
No. He has to sell himself to the organization in order to get an extension.
That's
Damian
the
Lillard.
Stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Damian Lillard.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. My question to you clearly came off as stupid, but it's because what you said was so stupid that it confused me. That's just, that's asinine.
What did Stephen A say? Ass a 9, ass a 10, ass a 11, ass a
whatever you want it to be. Yes.
So I just want you to respond to all that. Let's have a conversation, Raja. I don't even have questions down right now. Let's just have a conversation about what's going on right now. Well, when you hear what I just told you and laid out his comments into the reports and to all that, what do you have to say to this? And let's have a conversation.
There's a lot to unpack here. So I'll try to do it, but bear with me and forgive me for if I get lost in thought. Let's start with Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups is just learning how to do this job. Chauncey Billups has been successful at just about everything he's touched. And things weren't necessarily given to him in terms of being a player. He had to learn, right? He had to fail, get up off the mat, figure it out. And so even if he were to not be great off the bat, and I'm not saying that he isn't great, I'm just saying that if he were not great, I have the utmost confidence that Chauncey could figure that out and learn and grow quickly, and get to a point where he would need to be. I don't think it's a Chauncey issue. Now, could you convince me that Chauncey's style, because of the way he came up in the NBA, the coaches that he played for, the hard nose, no nonsense, this is the way it's got to be done, almost second run of the bad boys type of mentality on his championship teams, like, he may speak another language than those young cats. Like, I deal with that as a high school coach, and I don't mean to draw a parallel, but these young cats are just different. So they don't respond to the same stimuli that we did. You could maybe tell me that. I don't know that that's true either, but maybe you could sell me on a little bit of that. Again, I think Chauncey's a smart enough dude and accomplished enough to learn and figure that out. The Blazers are a great place to play. Portland in general. It's a really cool city. They got a great fan base. It's one of those places that you love to go play as an opponent. I've never played for the Blazers, but just looking at, they don't ever seem to really get it right in terms of personnel. It's another team that, you've got these pieces and you've been kind of right there. You've almost been there, but you've never really gotten it right. Neil O'Shea out. You got Joe Cronin in. I don't know whether he keeps the job or if he's good enough. And this all brings me to my bigger point. It's about Dame. Yo, Dame, I appreciate your stance, brother. I know you don't have to defend yourself. Yeah, people got your name in their mouth all the time. It's what people get paid to do. I'm not reporting that Dame wants out or anything like that. What I'm saying is I want for Dame Lillard and the greatness that is Dame Lillard for him to get the hell out of Portland. And I'm sorry. I don't mean any disrespect to the Portland fan base. I don't think there's anything wrong with the Trail Blazers. I just don't think that he is going to get the type of support that he would need to get in his prime to take a real run at a championship in Portland. And so for him, this thing had nothing to do with what Dame wants. I hear you, Dame, like soldier. Like I think I know the cloth that he's cut from. I seem to understand from everything he puts out what type of dude he is. I got respect for that. Like, that's a stand-up dude. So no, you don't want out. But as a big fan, I want you out.